What's up guys, welcome to Video Game B School. This is SanchoWest. In this video I'm going to break down the hunting rifle for the Last of Us factions, where I'm going to break down some tips and some tactics, but more importantly I'm going to focus on the drag shot. I'm going to help you guys become a badass sniper, and a lot of the tips are going to be just like the bow rifle. And remember my disclaimer, I'm not the end all be all, but I could sure as hell help you become a video game beast. So let's go ahead and first check out the combat basics. Alright, first thing first guys, you gotta work early, meaning you gotta get in position. Learn to flank, learn to get in position. Everything with the sniper rifle is doing things early. About 90% of the work is getting in position to make sure you get the shot, okay? So remember that. Work early, do some flanking, do some espionage work. Distance. It's important to keep your distance between your other players. Use the distance to your advantage because that's the beautiful thing about the sniper rifle. Absolutely, scout. Start learning how to scout. And in the opening match, it's important to get to the higher advantage to start marking your enemies and start helping your teammates to tell them where to go. So I always look for a place like an ambulance in the checkpoint or on the other side of the mail truck, just to make sure where everybody's are. And also it's a great opportunity to pick people off. And here on Lakeside, you go on top of the garbage truck, and the opposite side you go on top of the house. You saw some earlier footage. And the reason why I really recommend this is when you have the perk Hawkeye or things of that sort, you become a great teammate and you establish that relationship with your teammates, and that's important as a sniper, okay? You want to be the eyes in the sky. You got to tell people where to go. Sometimes you got to be like a leader with the sniper, and that separates the people from being an amateur sniper to a pro sniper. Is helping people understand the flanking routes and things of that sort and knowing where the checkpoints are. Now, here we go. The drag shot. This is the shot you guys want to learn. It's very simple. You simply move your retinal about the same parallel and you go straight, smooth, and swift. So you want a straight, smooth, and swift shot. And it's kind of, you have to pause and go to the right and fire. Here's some footage of the drag shot. Now I'm going to show you the footage and we're going to go in slow-mo. And for purposes of the training, so to speak, I really recommend Hawkeye. And you can see various shots of that. Boom! And that was a quick shot, but right there, I was able to get to his body and move right up. Remember guys, it's a straight, smooth, and swift shot, okay? And you can turn up the sensitivity on the aiming if you feel like it, if you think it's best for you, once you get comfortable with the drag shot. The drag shot is the most fundamental arsenal inside the sniper's tool bag, so to speak. It's in your bag of tricks, and if you master it, you become deadly. And as you see there, a guy coming right at me was able to do the drag shot and put him on his butt. Now look guys, the drag shot's not easy. It's going to take time to master. So look at this footage. Look at this video, keep watching and understanding the mechanics. It's as simple, you keep it at the same level and you drag across. Now as over time, you're going to get better at the different angles of the drag shot. Sometimes you're going to come a little low, sometimes you're going to go high. Remember what I said, you have to work early. Most of the job that you're doing as a sniper is probably 80% up to the point of the shot. So use the pre-aim, get that, the more time you're accurate before you hit that aim and before you zoom in on the scope, the less you have to do in terms of the drag shot. That's the smaller distance and that's the smaller frame rate that you have to overcome when it comes to hitting your target. And here's all those examples guys. And remember, I want to stress to you that I'm not the pro sniper here. I'm just doing my best to teach you guys, and hopefully I make it simpler with the use of my graphics to break it down, the drag shot. And it's a very important, and that's why I like Hawkeye, because it gives you that, it's the training wheels of a sniper. If you want to separate yourself from being an amateur to pro, learn the fundamentals of the drag shot. Practice with your friends, practice in single player. And also, to go with the drag shot, learn the animations of this game. Learn how it's different when someone's crouching, walking towards you versus someone running away from you, or someone peeking out of a corner and things of that sort. All those kinds of things are going to take time and dedication. A lot of you guys who are watching this video right now are already great snipers, and some of you guys already understand this concept and things like that, but hopefully this video breaks that down for you in a little bit so you could master it definitely. And those of you who are not great snipers, who are scared of the hunting rifle, first off, I recommend using the silence hunting rifle. If you could have that unlocked, that's the best thing to do because it gives you the opportunity to miss. And here's that boom right in the middle. I swiped right up. Here's the next opportunity right here. I call it the STRAFE shot. It's essentially keeping the target dead smack in the middle and moving your player's body right over to make sure you're not going to go all over the place. The great thing about the update is that it made the swaying less noticeable. You could do the sharpshooter 1, level 2 or 3, wherever floats your boat, but practice the strafe shot. The strafe shot's going to keep the target retinal right smack in the middle of the screen, and then you move the player's body, and it's going to have a combination of the drag shot, things of that sort. Now, the traction shot, or the tracking shot, essentially. Pretty much moving a moving target is you want to move the target retinal in front of the target, lead it, and then stop and fire. Here's some examples of that. I brought this up during my bow video to help you hit a moving target. Now, essentially, you don't want to do that. Remember, 80% of the work is working early to get into the perfect shot. But if you see someone running across the screen, after the update, you don't have to lead the target so much, just a split hair. And of course, if you update the hunting rifle further, you'll be able to kind of like not lead them that much and just hit them dead on. Track shot, or the tracking shot, is another great tactic for a sniper to use. It's going to help you be aggressive. It's going to help you keep people pinned down and refrain people from running across the screen. Master that. Master this technique, guys. Remember, lead the target just a little bit. Let them get just a little bit and stop and fire at the same time. Stop and hit R1 simultaneously at the same time to get that tracking shot, to knock down that opponent. Here's another example right here. Boom, guy went down. Let's go ahead and put that in slow motion one more time so you guys understand and see that. I'll lead him just a little bit. I'll run with him just a little bit, and I hit him. Next concept, the sway shot. Pretty much the way I describe this is sometimes you're swaying all over the place or you're getting hit, whatever. You gotta learn to master when the timing to hit the R1 button to fire, when's that appropriate to get that headshot. I really want to stress to you guys, you should really I know it's a hard thing to it's hard to explain, or it's a generic statement, but aim for the head, okay? Get the headshot. Don't settle for anything else but a headshot. Aim small, miss small. From the great movie The Patriot from Mel Gibson, start learning how to get the headshot. And the sway shot is just another way to expand your repertoire as a sniper. That way you want the person to get into the target, and you want that person to hit that pinpoint right into the headshot. You know, you're not going to manipulate the joystick that much, the right analog. It's going to naturally get to that. And you master this shot because it's going to come out of nowhere every now and then. And if you get the target just right, you get the timing just right, you'll get a headshot. Don't stay, okay? This is pretty much, do not stay in one spot. In this little fast forward clip right here, this guy I saw, he got out of that window, and I couldn't mark him, but I knew he was coming after me, and I moved. You gotta, as a sniper, you gotta use the knowledge, or the what's the word? The assumption, the stereotype of a sniper that they're gonna stay still. This guy thought I was gonna stay there. He's gonna try to sneak up behind me and Molotov me. But I did no, sir. I knew he was gonna go up that ladder. I stayed, I wait for him, and I finished him, okay? So don't stay. If you kill somebody, if you knock somebody down, if you flank somebody, if you're gonna go to work on a whole team, don't stay. You gotta move. You gotta get a couple downs or get one down and then move to another position. Because remember, when you die or when you get killed, the camera goes to that position where you last got hit. Also, you gotta watch your back, okay? Watch your six, things of that sort. Don't get so obsessed with getting a shot. Don't get obsessed watching a choke point. Don't get obsessed watching a door. Tourist! Don't get obsessed hitting somebody. I hope you get my point. I'm being obsessive about you being obsessed. Don't do it, all right? Move. You gotta be on the move, light in your feet. And as you see here, I'm obsessed hitting people down this right side of Lakeside. And then eventually I end up getting spotted and I end up getting killed. And because of my peripheral vision is limited as a sniper, I don't see it coming, okay? I know this is some cool footage of me just wrecking shop on unsuspecting people, but I make the mistake because I don't move. Here's a great thing I want to teach you guys. It's called the height shot. It's using the game's measurements, or in terms of the character's height, with real like physical items in the game. For example, doors, things like that. You see? Understand how tall people are. Understand where people pop out of little people pop out of behind sandbags, things of that sort. If you know where you can gauge where they're going to come out just in terms of size, you'll be able to become a very powerful sniper, an aggressive sniper. And Hawkeye enables you to practice that. Enables you to see how taller people are behind the walls, things of that sort. Let's see that again. I see right there. Boom, go right to it, get the headshot. And it's perfect for people poking out their heads out of a car, poking their heads, you know, above sandbags, out of cover. Master the height shot. Understand where people are going to be, and you always we're going to keep an advantage, especially when you have somebody pinned down, because the game is going to stay the same. Everybody's the same height. Everyone's gonna, the animation is gonna stay the same when people come out of cover. The animation is gonna stay the same when people peek out of a door. They're gonna stay the same height. No one has the ability to change their height unless they're toggling between the crouch and whatnot. But master that feeling, to get that sixth sense, as I said in my bow video. Master that sixth sense of where people are gonna be, and you'll become a very powerful sniper. Here in this footage right here, I'm staying right there. I'm staying level with the window frame, knowing how tall people are, using it as a reference. And I know that if I stay at that level, someone's gonna creep up, or someone's gonna walk right into that line of sight.
Down one turret.
All right, and of course it changes at different angles. So master that. Here's some just general tips. Be mindful of people getting executed or people reviving. That's a great opportunity. Bait people into into a cluster. It's a great opportunity to get some kills. Also, I would really stress to you, you could go ahead and shoot somebody and then melee. So if you get in close combat, you hit somebody once, finish the job with the melee. That's some Last of Us tips on the sniper rifle. So let's review everything I've taught you guys. Most importantly, do your work early. 80% of the sniper, in terms of getting that down, getting that cool headshot, is doing the work early in terms of flanking, in terms of stealth. Get to your spots, get to the position, work with your teammates, and get there early, okay? And communication is key. I also strongly recommend using Hawkeye. Hawkeye is a great opportunity to use training wheels to get used to the height shot, things of that sort. And of course, master the drag shot. And when you're out of sniper bullets, you gotta be handy with steel. Don't be afraid to use your revolver. Let's take a look. And of course, back to this quick little tip, execute. As a sniper, people are gonna be far away from you. You're gonna down somebody. If no one shows up to revive them, or no one shows up to bait, no one shows up to help, or they start crawling away to a place where they're out of your vision, finish them off with another shot. Let's go to this footage right here. I just put this footage here because I'm having a lot of fun. This guy keeps sticking his head out of his window, and I down him like maybe 2 or 3 times. And sometimes you gotta farm for points because there's no way I'm gonna get that execution from far away. So I'm just gonna keep downing him, and eventually I end up moving because I don't want to be in the same spot. And remember, don't stay. Once you get your down, or once you make your position known, in terms of either someone spots you or you shoot somebody, you gotta move. And don't always go to your spots. Every round, like in Survivor, things like that, there's always a person always picking the same spots. Mix it up as a sniper. Go to another vantage point. Go to another area where the people think you're gonna be, in terms of flanking, things of that sort. So use that to your advantage. And here, I'm just going bananas right now. There's like 4 guys, and that's the great thing about the silenced hunting rifle, is I could go to work without getting snuck up on, or someone seeing where I am. And always find the vantage point, okay? Get that early in the match. Find the height, or be the eyes of the sky to help out your other teammates. And here's some great footage right now of me going to work, using the hide shot, using all the drag shot, taking advantage of people, going to work against my teammates. Yes, I always say use the teammates as bait, but as you see, I get 3 downs. And that other guy, he's crawling away, and I see that someone's healing and reviving him, and I take advantage of that. I stay calm, patient, boom, I get the headshot. And that's what makes great snipers. Alright, here's just something I recommend in terms of loadout. It's not the end-all be-all. Whatever's your style. If you're first starting off with a sniper rifle, you're going to have to use it unsilenced for a while, get used to that. Mechanics, just be very careful in terms of your position when you fire. Be on the lookout. But once you get the silenced hunting rifle, it's going to be great for you guys. Another thing that I strongly recommend is Hawkeye. That's a given. Start using Hawkeye. Start getting used to that red, amber, and you'll get used to the height shots, things of that sort. Also, sharpshooter is great for a sniper. What it does, it just cuts down the pain wobble, things of that sort. It cuts down the sway. But from what I noticed, ever since the update, the sway has dropped down immensely. So it's not really a recommendation. I don't recommend going all the way to Sniper 3. 1 to 2 would be just fine. Third available slot, you can mix it up. You can do Marathon Runner just to get you in and out of situations if you get caught. Also, you could use Reviver, things of that sort. Or, what I recommend, I'm a big stalker or stealth ninja. I use Covert Trading 2 simply because I want to appear on radar when I'm getting in position. Also, I can need a shiv just in case I end up flanking on people. I don't want to shoot people when I'm up close with the hunting rifle. So, those are my basic loadouts. You could take them as you will. They do require 13 points Most of you guys should have 13 points by now if you've been following my channel. But if you have any questions about any other loadouts, please hit me up in the feedback below. Or if you'd like to add any other, please do not hesitate and add them below as well. So that's it for the loadouts. Well, thank you guys for being awesome subscribers. I can't believe it. I've made over 2,000 subscribers, and I got a big push from The Last of Us guys. So look, I'm still gonna do Last of Us videos. Just because I'm making Grand Theft Auto videos doesn't mean I'm not leaving the Last of Us community. Remember, there's some new maps coming out mid-October that I plan to cover as well. I plan to keep doing community matches, things of that sort. Bear with my schedule, I'll do my best. But thank you guys for being awesome subscribers. See you next time. Oh yeah!
Side.